All right, hey, it is October 8th, and this is episode, I think, 12 of the Origin GG dev vlog. I think it's 12, maybe around 13, whatever it says in the title. Today I wanted to talk about the tech stack that we built Origin GG on. I'm sure a lot of this is super basic and most of you know all of these things, but maybe there'll be something in here that you hadn't heard of. So anyway, just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Starting off, let's see. So AWS, almost everything's hosted on AWS. We use RDS plus EC2 instances. We actually run Nginx inside of our EC2 instances. So that way we kind of have little microservices. We also run Docker containers to keep things compartmentalized, which is nice. Our Scrum process is managed through Jira, an Atlassian process. Code repository is in GitHub. Deployment management, this is really cool. We use Jenkins. So every time we make a new deployment, Jenkins bundles everything up for us. And the thing I like about it is that it notifies us if there's a build error. So that's a really cool feature. Our database is Postgres SQL. You know, I think on the actually first version of Origin GG, I used a NoSQL database, and I think there's a lot of benefits from having a NoSQL database, but really, we weren't really utilizing that the way it should have been. So when we built version 2.0, we just went with a standard SQL database, and I think that was the right decision, if for no other reason that I have a lot more experience in understanding with SQL databases. So that's part of it. We're actually using GraphQL on top of our, PostgreSQL on top of our PostgreSQL database, which is really cool. That basically means, so when I used to build apps, I would create a separate server endpoint for every action in the controller. So let's say that I was pulling up a list of users that I needed to display. I would have an endpoint / find users, and that was isolated to that specific query. Now, almost all of our data requests go to a single endpoint, and we just send the actual query in the header. So it actually makes database management a little bit easier, as well as everything more accessible. So that's new for me. So I've been pretty happy with it thus far. We use Mailgun for our mail service. We're still in the free tier there, so I'm not sure that we're gonna stick with that, but it's been adequate, at least thus far. Because our SaaS platform is different web addresses, we need lots of IPs, and so ngrok is what we use to generate our IP addresses. Our backend framework, we went with Adonis over Express. I should have probably started with this at the beginning, but this is a Node.js React app, and so Adonis is our backend framework. You know, I really didn't. Our CTO Stefan really made that decision, and to this point, it's been great. So I don't really have much. I don't really have much articulation for why Adonis over Express, but it's been working thus well. The front end, of course, is React, and then for analytics, we use Google Analytics, FullStory, SQAlchemy, Pandas. We use lots of different things for QA and testing. But that's pretty much the stack. I might have forgot something, I'm not sure, but it's been cool. A lot of moving pieces, a lot of things working together. So anyone that's new that comes into Origin GG's got a lot to wrap their head around. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this week, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.